Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm starting another reading vlog. It's Friday, Today's Friday, April 22nd. It is the start of the last week of the Magical Read-A-Thon and Realm of the Read-A-Thon. This vlog is going to be just over a week long because it's going to go until the 30th, so an extra day or two. Since we started it on a Friday on the 1st of April, so it's a bit odd in terms of its timing, but I am very excited about it. I have a lot of books to finish for this week, so it's going to be a busy week if I'm going to get everything done on my TBR. The first book that I'm going to be reading is the one that I've already started, which is The Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Boulley. It's in the other room, so I don't have it to hold up right now. I'm about 50 pages in and I'm really enjoying it so far. It's also my book club pick for this month. I have 6 other books that I have to try and finish this week, so I basically have to try and finish a book a day, which is a bit crazy, but should be doable considering I don't have class. The next book that I have to finish is All Her Little Secrets by Wanda M. Morris. I am reading this as the Buzzword and Literally Dead book club pick for the month. I also want to read The Princess Trap by Talia Hibbert, the second volume of Death Note, Hear the World Entire, which is an ebook that I probably can read tonight and finish, which should get me off to a good start, and Angela Carter's Book of Fairy Tales, which I have on my nightstand. I should try and read one of those, or at least a section of that every night, and I should be good to go. This is going to be a busy week. I really hope I can get this done. I have technically 9 days to do this, so it should be doable, but either way, I'm excited to take you guys along with me this week and to finish off these readathons. So without further ado, I will update you guys when I have some more information. Hello guys, so it's a little bit later. It's about 9 o'clock-ish. I'm about to be done work for the night, and I decided that tonight I'm going to read Hear the World Entire. I'm very excited about this. I have it on ebook because you can't get it in physical form. It's a novella, it's about Greek mythology, and I'm very excited. I think it's in verse too, I'm not positive, but I'm going to read it quickly tonight. Get another book down for this readathon in the next 9 days of this insane TBR that I have. I forgot to mention earlier when I was listing off the books that I still have to read, I also have to listen to Between the World and Me on audio, which is my nonfiction pick for the month. But that one's only 4 hours long before I speed it up, so it shouldn't take me long. I should be able to get to it very soon. So either way, I'm gonna go listen to Hear the World Entire, and then I will let you know my thoughts. I completely forgot Hear the World Entire is about Medusa. Like, what's wrong with me? I'm very excited. I'm 5 pages in and I already love it, so this is gonna be good. Hello everybody, today is Tuesday, April 26th. I just got home from paint night that I went to at my mom's house, or not at her house, but in her neighborhood. It was so much fun. We painted a sunflower and a bee. I've named the bee Ophelia. She's living in the living room now. It's great. But I wanted to give you a reading update. I haven't made more progress on The Firekeeper's Daughter just because I've decided to participate in Spring Fling-A-Ween, hosted by Gabby and Olivia, which takes place in the last few days of April, so I'm going to save it for that because it fits one of the prompts of reading a backlist thriller or horror book, which means I'm also going to be saving All Her Little Secrets for that as well because I have to read a book featuring pink or yellow on the cover and it has yellow writing. So instead, I decided to read The Princess Trap by Talia Hibbert. I read this last night. I started it in the bath and then I finished it as soon as I woke up this morning because I just had to. This was fantastic. This was like a fake dating royal situation, but it dealt with a lot of really interesting topics. Like, first of all, the main love interest was bisexual, which you never really see male bisexual characters or love interests, which was great. The main character, her sister is living with sickle cell anemia, and there's a really great conversation to do with abuse, specifically familial abuse. So definitely there's a content warning at the beginning of the book, so definitely keep that in mind. but I think the conversation was really well done, and I really liked the outcome of the story. I loved it. It was really great. I definitely give it a 5 out of 5 stars. Very, very happy with this. This book ended up counting for my second Art of Illusion class for my Moon Warden prompt, which is to read a book featuring a A+ trope. This one had multiple. And then for REALM-A-THON, I'm going to use it to increase Bale's power. So I'm going to use it for negotiate a ceasefire, enemies to lovers trope, mental health or healing themes, medic training, supply around a book with an author from a country different than yours, increase your population, a book with a parent-child relationship or mentor-mentee relationship, book with romance. Hello everybody, so it is the next day. It is Wednesday, April 27th. I'm about to start work for the night. And I just want to give you guys an update. I didn't end up doing any more reading last night because I had a wicked migraine that came on pretty much right as I was filming that last clip. I'd hoped it would go away, but it didn't. And so I decided to just relax and watch some TV in bed, and I fell asleep super early. So today is actually the start of Spring Fling-A-Ween, a spring Halloween horror themed readathon that is hosted by Gabby and Olivia. So I've decided to participate using my existing TBR. The first prompt is to read a backlist thriller or horror book, so I'm going to be using that to read Firekeeper's Daughter, and then another one is to read a book that features yellow or pink on the cover. This one has yellow writing for all her little secrets, so I'm going to use that. And then the other prompt is to like treat yourself to like a Halloween themed treat, so I might go get some baked goods tomorrow. I also have apple cider, so I could make myself apple cider tonight. Either way, because of this is going to be going on until the end of the month. It's from today, the 27th, until the 30th. So tonight, I think I'm going to try and get the other books on my TBR read. So that means finishing Hear the World Entire. That means listening to my audiobook, which I am listening to, The Year of Magical Thinking by Joe Didion. So I'm going to listen to that probably while I'm working, get that done, and then try and also read Volume 2 of Death Note, which is my graphic novel pick for this month. It's actually technically a manga pick for this month. And that way, the only other book that I have on my TBR besides these two is Angela Carter's Book of Fairy Tales, which I could try and read a bit of each night for the rest of the month. I am determined to read all of these books. I am so damn close. I really want this to work out this month, so I am going to do my damnedest. I finish work at 8:30. I have an hour and a half before I have to go pick up Tyler. Actually more than that, nearly 2.5 hours. So I should be able to get a ton of stuff done. I'm going to put on some sprints once work is done. I'm going to put on some vibey music. I'm going to sit my butt in that chair and I'm going to read. So, yeah, that is my update for today. Again, no more reading updates, but we are going to make it through this TBR. I am determined. I've been making my May TBR and I'm ready to film that probably tomorrow. And get my plan with me up. I have so many readathons happening in May. There's Desert-a-thon, May the Force Read with You, Asian Readathon, which is a classic for me. Becca's Bookopoly is doing a 48-hour Bookopoly-a-thon round, and there's a 2-week round of the final book support group by Steph. So 2 of them are like mini readathons, 3 of them are running through the entire month, and so far my TBR fits all of the prompts that are out right now. I don't have to adjust my TBR too much. I might be adjusting one of the graphic novels that I'm reading, but I am very excited about this. So, so far I've been able to make it work quite a bit, and I've got just over 10 books, I think, on the TBR, so we shall see how it goes, but yeah. Let's finish out April with a bang. I am determined to get this done. I just finished reading Death Note Volume 2. This took me like 20 minutes to read. I love this series so much. It's such an interesting concept. I started this series back in 2019, I want to say the summer. I think I did it for Sailor Moon-a-thon, which was a great read-a-thon. And I'd seen the TV show, the anime, and I adored it. It was fantastic. And so I really wanted to start the manga back then. And so I started reading the first one before I realized this was a 2-volume set. And I just never picked up the second one. I must have forgot. And I still need to go get the rest of them. But this was a great addition. Again, I kind of knew what happened because I've seen the anime, but I love seeing the artwork and seeing how it's presented in manga form. So that was exciting. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars, and that is my next read of the readathon done. Hello again, everybody. So I just finished reading Hear the World Entire by Onwin Kaya Howard. I loved this. This was fantastic. This was a novella from the point of view of Medusa and talking about her interactions with Perseus while she kind of retells or re-goes over her history and how she came to be a Gorgon and what happened to her. And it was stunning. It was so beautifully written. I highlighted so many points in my ebook because I don't have a physical copy. I want a physical copy so bad, but I don't think they make them, which is a travesty. But I adored this. It was stunning. It was so well written. It was heartbreaking, especially knowing how Medusa's story ends and how Medusa's story started. Her entire story is heartbreaking. And so, yeah, it was really interesting seeing the conversation between her and Perseus as she's kind of wrestling with what's going on in her life and the choice that she's having to make while she's talking about her life before Perseus shows up. It was stunning, absolutely stunning. Can't get over it. It was amazing. I read this for my elemental prompt for my Moon Warden's Calling. So I've got 3 out of my 5 prompts for that done. I had to read a book that was under 100 pages. This was a novella that I think was like 83 pages. And then for Realm of the Read-A-Thon, I used this as Rest Break, a book that you read in one sitting. Medic Training has mental health or healing themes. Supply Run, a book with an author from a country different than yours. Grow Crops, a book with green on the cover. And then Make a Technological Advance, an audiobook or an ebook. I read it as an ebook. So this gave me 10 points. In terms of Realm of the Read-A-Thon, I am counting Death Note as having been Build a Library, a book someone's been nagging you to read. Tyler's been wanting me to read this. He's the reason I started. Read a book in one sitting, Rest Break. I did Build a Training Ground for Apprentice Trope because Ryu kind of acts as an apprentice or as a mentor. Attend a Feast, a book featuring food. He loves apples. There's apple conversation happening in it. Supply Run, a book with an author from a country different than yours. And then Increase Population, a book with a parent-child relationship or mentor-mentee relationship, Ryuk and Light. Loved this. Again, it was great. So that one actually got me 15 points, which was very exciting. So I'm just putting my points into the tracker now. That is my 6th and 7th book read for the month, which is very exciting. I'm not going to get to my audiobook today because I have to leave to get Tyler in about 15 minutes. But hopefully tomorrow I can knock that out of the park. And tonight, before I go to bed, I'm going to try and read a bit more of Angela Carter's fairy tales. So that way I'm only left with All Her Little Secrets and Firekeeper's Daughter for the rest of the month. So, or the rest of the week, I should say. But yeah, that is my update for today. I will talk to you guys tomorrow when I have more updates. Hello everybody, it is Thursday, April 26th. I'm about to start work for the night, but I just wanted to let you know what I'm going to be reading today. Today I'm going to dive into All Her Little Secrets by Wanda W. Morris. This is the Literally Dead book club pick for the month of April, and it is going to fulfill my buzzword prompt for this month. This is a thriller following our main character Ellis, who is a Black attorney in Atlanta. Yes. She is in a kind of flirtationship relationship with her boss until one day she walks into work and finds him dead. She doesn't say anything because she doesn't want any of her own secrets to get dragged up in the mystery, but then she ends up getting picked as his replacement in a majority white law firm in Atlanta, and creepy things tend to start happening. Suspicious things start happening. I'm very excited about this. I've heard really good things about it, and I'm really in the mood for a quick thriller, so I'm very excited to get to this today. Hopefully I'll be able to finish it by the end of the day, and then that will lead me into just having to finish 2 books. One tomorrow and 3 books, because I have my audiobook to listen to still. That'll give me 3 books for the rest of the week. Again, I am gonna leave Angela Carter's Fairy Tales to the very end, because if I don't get to it, that's okay. But yeah, I am very excited to get started with this. I'm actually using this also for my Spring Fling-A-Ween first prompt, which is to read a book featuring yellow or pink on the cover. This one has yellow writing, so I'm gonna count that. I'm excited, and I will let you know updates once I get started. I'm so tired. What is with thrillers in particular and just random unnecessary fat phobia? I don't get it. It's only in this freaking genre that I see so much of it, and it's just not necessary. Why is it there? I'm 16 pages in, and already the main character is describing their assistant as having, first of all, I knew it from the second they said her chubby face poked inside the office. And then this description: Anita, a short, stout woman with graying poodle perm, either bought her clothes in one size too small or decided she wasn't buying new ones that fit. What was the point of that description? The characters, barely talked about. And then, later they're describing a security officer and said, Hardy made 2 of me, and I'm not petite. His crumpled suit jacket and shirt had long since surrendered to the girth of his oversized gut, giving him the appearance of a hastily made bed with a pillow tossed in the center of it. I just don't understand what the point of it is. Besides trying to make these characters sound, unreliable in some way, or, I don't even know, not conceited, but, vapid? I don't even know. It rubs me the wrong way every single time, and it just put a sour taste in my mouth. I'm hoping this gets better, but, can somebody tell me what the point is? What is the point? Why is it there? It adds nothing to the story. And you can obviously describe somebody in nicer ways than that. Why are you describing somebody like that? That's just rude. I don't get it. Am I supposed to not like this character? So far, she's fine. Anyway. Don't mind me. This is just me venting my frustration with the thriller genre and whoever edited this book. So, quick update on All Her Little Secrets. I'm probably going to sit here and finish this book. I am about 150 pages in, and it's going really fast. I'm still pretty intrigued. I'm wondering where the story's going to go, because there's so many different, situations that our main character is finding herself in, between, her frankly racist new executive colleagues now that she's taken on this new role, and dealing with the issue of her old boss being murdered and everything like that, dealing with that investigation, her family issues. The story keeps jumping back in time between present day, dealing with this, and her childhood, growing up in another state, and obviously leading up to a certain incident that she doesn't want anybody to know about. The conversations that are being had are really interesting, but I'm waiting to get more of the murder aspect resolved. As much as I'm enjoying the conversation about her life and her family, I'm waiting for more of the thriller mystery aspect to come out. So I'm hoping that's going to come up a little bit soon. But like I said, it's going real fast, and I'm probably going to sit here and finish it. So I'd say that's better. The fat phobia is still happening, and it's bugging me a lot, but I'm pushing through it. Especially since she just, the main character herself describes herself as fat, so I'm seeing it's coming obviously from insecurity, but it's driving me crazy. absolutely driving me crazy. So I'm excited to see where it goes. This may be a weird caveat, but it's something that was also driving me crazy. Almost every single question ends with like or every single chapter ends with like a rhetorical question. And it's becoming a pattern, and I just find it so weird. I don't think I've seen that. Is that common, or is it just something I'm just noticing for the first time in thrillers, or is this weird? Like, somebody tell me, please. Hello, everybody. Today is Friday, April 29th. I just finished last night All Her Little Secrets by Wanda W. Morris. I quite enjoyed this overall. There were, again, bits of fat phobia and stuff like that that really turned me off when I came across them, but I managed to like get past it because I still wanted to enjoy the story, and I really did. I thought the twist was really interesting. It actually got me. It had me like open mouthed what happened at the end when I read this. And I did really enjoy it, so I'm happy that I finished it. I gave it a 4.25 out of 5 stars. I thought the character was really interesting, and I enjoyed the way that her family dynamics melded in with the story. It wasn't too separated like I was worried it was going to be at the beginning. It definitely got better as it went on, and I did really end up enjoying it. This didn't count for Magical Read-A-Thon, but it did count for REALM-A-THON, and I used it to increase Bale's power again. I used it as a book someone's been nagging you to read because it was a book club pick, a book you read in one sitting, has mental health rep or healing themes, author from a country different than yours, and train new first years in the academy, author new to you. So very exciting. It got me 13 points for Bale, and yeah, book club pick for the month done, buzzword pick for the month done. I'm excited. Hello everybody, today is Tuesday, May the 3rd, and I just wanted to get on here really quickly and wrap up this vlog. It's been a few days, so April is over and the last week of Magical Read-A-Thon and REALM-A-THON is now complete, and I wanted to let you guys know how I ended up getting along. So this week I read a lot, so let's just get into it. So from the rest of the books that I had on my TBR, I finished almost all of them. I did end up completing all of my prompts, so let's just go into quickly wrapping this up. So the first book I read this week was The Princess Trap by Talia Hibbert. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Then next up I read Death Note Volume 2 by Tsugumi Ohba, and I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. Then I finished Hear the World Entire by Anwen K. Hayward, and I gave that a 5 out of 5 stars. Then I finished All Her Little Secrets by Wanda M. Morris, and I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars, or a 4.75 out of 5 stars, I want to say. What did I do? 4.25 out of 5 stars. Okay, close enough. Then I didn't talk to you guys about this because I read this all on Sunday. I ended up listening to the audiobook of South and West by Joan Didion. What the hell? It was alright. I enjoyed it. It was 3 out of 5 stars. It was okay. It wasn't as good as Let Me Tell You What I Mean, and I don't think it's going to be as good as Year of Magical Thinking. So it was in between. It was average. I enjoyed it. I used that to complete the Spells and Incantations prompt because it was a set of essays, a very short set of essays, but a set of essays regardless, for Moon Warden. And then it was also my nonfiction audiobook for the month. And then I ended up reading Galatea, the short story by Madeline Miller. I knew I wasn't going to finish The Firekeeper's Daughter by the end of the month, and I needed to read a book for restoration, which is to read a book featuring healers. And so for that, I ended up, again, reading the short story Galatea by Madeline Miller. This is just a like 30-page ebook that I read. I think the hardcover of the physical copy just came out recently, and I really enjoyed it. It tells the story of Galatea, who is the woman that was created out of clay and given life by the gods. And I really enjoyed it. Again, I love Madeline Miller's writing. Even though this was super short, it was really satisfying, and I really enjoyed it. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. And like I said, I used that for the prompt restoration, which completed my Moon Warden prompts, so I'm good for that. And then I ended up counting All Her Little Secrets as my intimidating read for inscription class in the Story Weaver calling, because it definitely was intimidating. And that completed my Story Weaver prompt. So both of my Magical Read-A-Thon callings were completed, and I'm very happy about that. And then for Realm of the Read-A-Thon, I ended up counting, Princess Trap ended up giving me 10 points, Death Note ended up giving me 15, Hear the World Entire gave me 10, All Her Little Secrets gave me 13, Galatea gave me 8, and South and West gave me 8. So let me just count up my total. I ended up getting 97 points for bail during this month of reading, which I'm super happy about, and it ended up taking away 8 points from Calamus, I believe, when I did Psalm for the Wild Bolt. So anyway, that was my last April vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give this video a thumbs up because it really does support my channel, and leave me a comment down below letting me know how your reading month went. If you're new here, please subscribe. I put out new bookish and writing videos every week, and I hope you guys have a lovely day. Bye bye.